Hey folks, Ish Lenz here, also known as Audible Agent. Going to show you how to assemble your Chirak EZ Moki-Pick handles. Real quick, first thing I want you to do is identify the sides of your pick handles. There's a female side, which has a little empty void near the tailpiece. There's a male side that has a little protruding nub right there. Set the female side down on the left, set the male side down on the right. Make sure you've got your magnets nearby. Each pick handle half takes 4 magnets, so a total of 8 magnets for one pair. Got my magnets here. You'll get exactly the right amount of magnets for however many handles you ordered. And we need to decide the orientation on the first magnet. So this is where you're going to either have a choice to do whichever direction you want to start, or if you already have at least one other handle assembled, then I would suggest using that one as a frame of reference so that all of your handles can stack together against each other in the same orientation. So again, if you don't have any assembled yet, pick whichever side you want, drop it into the slot and push it home. If you have one already assembled, grab the one that is fully assembled, the female side, and drop the magnet somewhere on it so that you know that is the orientation you want to keep this magnet in when inserting it into the new female side of the new handle. So if it's a little bit tricky for you to get it off of this internal surface, another way you can do it is drop it on the opposite side. Makes it very easy to slide it off, transfer it over to the new handle in the same orientation. So I've got this most of the way in there, dropped it into this little hole here and slid it over, but we want to slide it all the way over until it locks. And if you need to do that with something soft, like I don't know, I've got an extra handle here, or if you want to use a screwdriver, you can. If you're using something hard, just be careful not to mar the surface of the plastic, just because it makes it look ugly. Okay, so we've got one magnet on the female side installed. We need to do the next one. So again, what I'm going to do is use this as the frame of reference from this point forward. I'll drop the magnet on the opposite surface, and I'll slide it off, keeping it in the same orientation. I'm going to drop it into this third slot, and I'll use something to lock it into position. There we go. 2 magnets installed. I'm going to flip this around just because the other slots go the other direction. So same deal, internals facing up, magnet on the bottom side, slide it off, keep it in the same orientation, move it into the slot, send it home. One more to go on this side, opposite side drop, slide it off, keeping it in the same orientation, drop it in the slot, lock it in place. This side is done. Now what I would like you to do is flip this side over, lay it on the table. We're going to drop a magnet on each of the spots where there is already a magnet installed, just from the other side. So for the male side of the handle, this is going to be the orientation we want all of these magnets facing. So take it, slide it off the top, keep it in the same orientation, drop it in place, lock it in with something, fingernail, whatever you got. Repeat this process 3 more times, lock it in place, third one, slide it off the top, keeping it in the same orientation, drop it in the slot, lock it in place, last one, slide it off the top, same orientation, lock it in place. Okay, if we did this right, we can do a quick test to see that these go together and none of the magnets are repelling each other, which you would know if that was the case because the handles wouldn't collapse together and try to stick to each other. Okay, so we've got 2 handles assembled. Actually, let me reassemble that for you so I can show you what I meant about stacking handles. So we've got another set of handles here. So what this means is that by keeping the orientation the same, by referencing that first handle we assembled, the little recess up here, little finger rest for both of them is on the same side. So if you consistently use one of your pre-assembled handles as a frame of reference for building new ones, you can make sure that these all line up the same way. If for some reason you messed up, it's no big deal. It's super easy to remove these magnets. I left you a little notch there so you can get a little tool behind it and just kind of slide it out of position. You can flip magnets however which way you want. Okay, now let's get into getting the Moki-Pick handle into the, getting the Moki-Pick into the handles. Start with side B. Again, side B, or the male side, has the protrusion. The little nub, that protrusion, is going to be the bottom of the pick. And I want you to orient the hook so that it is pointing in the same direction as the finger rest. The finger rest is just that little cutout on the top of the handle. So I'm going to start from the bottom, lay it over the 3D printed pegs, and you'll probably notice at this point that this little extra hook that they give you is not fully seated. What I want you to do is press down on it until you feel it click. That's a feature built into this that locks this little free-floating extra pick in place so that it doesn't move around or click around on you when you're using your picks with these handles on them. Without that feature, this was really annoying, and it would sound like an electronic relay. So that serves an important purpose. Just make sure that the extra pick there gets pushed all the way against it. You'll feel it lock into place. Okay, so we've got the male side assembled with the pick. Take the female side, line it up, clamp it together all the way, and there you go. This is ready to use. Easy as that. Thank you.